Neglectorinos, this is Matt Groening once again welcoming you back to another jam-packed season of Simpsons frivolity and maliciousness. Usually in The Simpsons we go for hijinks and hilarity, but this time we go for some real heartwarming episodes. We see the fall and rise of Krusty the Clown in The Last Temptation of Crust. Apu gets married, that's pretty happy. Mo falls in love, that's always sad. Springfield gets brainwashed by a diabolical radical religious cult. The kids get marooned on an island. Bart destroys Christmas, heartwarming. We discover Principal Skinner isn't who he says he is in one of my least favorite episodes. And this season features one of my all-time favorite lines from the history of the series when Homer says,
"I'm not normally a praying man, but if you're up there, please save me, Superman."
Oh man, do we have great guests this time. Martin Sheen from U2, Bono, The Edge, Adam Clayton, and Larry Mullen. Five-ish Finkel, not in U2, great actor. Sportscaster and good guy Roy Firestone. Joe Namath, creator of King of the Hill, My Hero, Mike Judge, Jan Hooks, the great Andrea Martin from SCTV, Stephen J. Gould, smart guy, Alex Trebek from Jeopardy, also a smart guy, Jim Varney, maybe not so smart, but really funny, Jack Ong, James Earl Jones, Bruce Baum, Janine Garofalo, the funny and beautiful Bobcat Goldthwait, the funny Steve Wright, also beautiful, the great Jay Leno, Hank Williams Jr., Helen Hunt, Bob Denver. And just a tip, go back to Dobie Gillis, watch him as Maynard G. Krebs. If you want to know what my whole life is based on, it's Maynard G. Krebs. Rod Steiger, Paul Winfield, Brendan Fraser, Steven Weber, and the great Steve Martin. As usual, we've got lots of hidden Easter eggs, and here's a clue for one of them. You've got to help Professor Provolone. And man, you're getting your money's worth with this DVD box set because we have audio commentaries, not on just like one or two episodes the way other TV shows do, but on every single episode. And this time we got the animators, the writers, the cast, and even Jay Leno. We've got a couple of really cool illustrated commentaries with me and the animation directors and Yardley Smith. 15 minutes of extra scenes that we couldn't, wouldn't, or possibly shouldn't have ever shown. We've got animated storyboards, which is kind of fun to look at because you can see what we were trying to do and how we changed it and made it better. There's also some great concept drawings. Check it out. Then if you missed the original broadcast experience, we got some old TV commercials. There's even a trailer for the new Simpsons movie. Oh my God, they're making a Simpsons movie? So, get the kids or someone else's if you don't have your own. Ease on back on that couch. Grab yourself a breakfast log or two, maybe a straw burrito. And block out the next 12 to 14 hours because you'll need them. Because you know you can't quit after just one episode. Or 7, 19, or 20, 22, 23. 25. That's about it. There really aren't more than 25. Hey everybody, it's me, your old pal Matt Groening, welcoming you to season 10 of The Simpsons on DVD. Can you believe it? 10 years! And there's so many more, so let's get this thing started. Now I know you're going to watch them all obsessively anyway, but here's a little taste of what's in store for you this season. We got another super freaky Treehouse of Horror, this year featuring an evil, revenge-seeking hair transplant. Also, Bart and Lisa get sucked right into an itchy and scratchy cartoon, and perhaps freakiest of all, live-action appearances by Regis and Kathy Lee. Scary. Oh, and there's our sweet biblical epic where Homer and Marge play Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, naked. And we get to see sweet little Bart in the guise of the great King David taking on Goliath too.
Let's get it on!
See you later, Davey.
And not only that, we got a lot of traveling going on in this season. First off, the Simpsons are going to Japan. But to get home, they gotta risk life and limb to win one of those wacky TV game shows. Oh, it's a good one. Next stop, Scotland. Mr. Burns takes Homer to Scotland to capture the Loch Ness Monster. And who will ever forget Homer and Ned's drunken stupor in Las Vegas with their classic new Vegas wives, Amber and Ginger. And it can't be The Simpsons without another Springfield riot. This time, Stephen Hawking saves the day. And finally, we see the last appearance of Troy McClure, voiced by our favorite actor, the great Phil Hartman. Okay, get ready for these guest stars, baby. We got Lisa Kudrow, William Daniels, Robert Englund, Ed McMahon, Kim Basinger, Jerry Springer, our old friend Ron Howard, Alec Baldwin, Brian Grazer, George Carlin, Martin Mull, Mark Hamill, Joe Mantegna as Fat Tony, George Takei, The Moody Blues, Cyndi Lauper, Fred Willard, Troy Aikman, Rosie Greer, John Madden, Dan Marino, super billionaire Rupert Murdoch, Dolly Parton, Pat Summerall, Ed Begley Jr., Elton John, Jan Hooks, Isabella Rossellini, Jasper Johns, Jack LaLanne, Michael McKean, and the great Stephen Hawking. you look at these other TV shows on DVD, and they don't really give you the kind of goods that we give you on The Simpsons DVD. We got brand new fangled illustrated commentaries by some of the most amazing artists over at the Animation House Film Roman, plus loads and loads of never before seen deleted scenes, some hilarious, some, well, now you know why we cut them out. Look, not only are there commentaries for every single episode as usual, this time, for all you Star Wars nerds like me, we've got a special guest commentary with Mark Hamill himself. Very cool. Plus, there's lots more Simpsons commercials, foreign language features, Easter eggs, and a whole lot of other stuff waiting for you in a great big box, the last one to actually be shaped like a Simpsons head.
Ooh, that is gonna hurt tomorrow.
So relax, set your faces on fun, let it all hang out, and lean back in the Homer Simpson brand reclining toilet if you got one. You aren't going anywhere because I think this season you'll find escape is quite impossible. Hey, boys and girls out there in crusty lands. Me, Matt Groening, welcoming you back to the 11th season of The Simpsons on DVD. There's no ticket required for this ride, kiddies, but before you pull an all-nighter watching each and every episode, let me tease you with a few deep-fried tidbits from this hilarity-packed season. First up, it's Homer and Mel Gibson teaming up to remake the classic Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Just a tinge of a difference, involving an M16, destruction of the Capitol building, impaling a senator with the American flag, decapitating the president, but other than that, it's pretty much the same movie.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
We've got the big deal episode when Barney sobers up and saves the kids from a fiery doom in Days of Wine and Dozes, co-written by the voice of Barney, Dan Castellaneta himself. Oh, you say you wanted a bowling episode that involves baby Maggie? Instant fame, followed by suicidal thoughts and a brush with death? Well, you got it all this season when Homer bowls a perfect 300 in Hello Gutter, Hello Fodder. Curious about Moe's early acting career? Who isn't? Well, thanks to the wonders of cartoon plastic surgery, we finally see Moe realize his dream of playing the one true Tad Winslow in an episode we like to call Big Molian.
Ha ha! Funzo! Funzo! Funzo!
And come on, what would a Simpsons season be without a sinister toy company exploiting the help of unsuspecting kids whose fuzzy and friendly toy turns evil and attempts to destroy all other toys? It's always a party with Funzo! Hey, this is a season in which Maude Flanders tragically dies, but we do let Ned Flanders get his vengeance as a werewolf in a great Treehouse of Horror episode. This time around, we've spared no expense to give you the most for your price of admission. We've got an interesting look at how the folks over at Film Roman create brand new animation for these DVDs using the same process they do for the show. You guys are constantly asking for more and more deleted scenes, so this time we really broke open the vault and we brought out a bunch of deleted scenes that have never been seen before. You decide whether we were right in deleting them. I think we were. And we thought it high time for a look back at some of the more memorable moments in the life of our favorite TV pal, Krusty the Clown. And once again, we've committed to recording commentaries for every single episode. You're going to get all the dirt on everybody and everything because we say anything that comes to mind. Plus, got some fantastic guest stars joining us. Come on, you got a few extra hours. Watch them. Ooh, and there's also a look back at the time when The Simpsons finally made it big with our star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Not only that, you got foreign language features, concept drawings, Easter eggs, of course, and a whole lot of other stuff just waiting for you in this jam-diddly-packed big box set. Man, do we have guest stars this time. Betty White, Britney Spears, Butch Patrick, Charlie Rose, Dick Clark, Diedrich Bader, Don Cheadle, Edward Asner, Fred Turner, Randy Bachman, Gary Marshall, Gary Coleman, Henry Winkler, Jack Burns, Jan Hooks, Jay North, Joe C., Joe Mantegna, John Goodman, Kid Rock, Lucy Lawless, Mark McGuire, Mel Gibson, Nancy O'Dell, Parker Posey, Pat O'Brien, Penn and Teller, Robert Evans, Ron Howard, Sean Colvin, Tim Robbins, Tom Arnold, and the magnificent Willie Nelson. So grab your bottle of Focusin or a basket of Tobacco, maybe a pastry or 10, and get ready for the best TV e-ticket adventure since Rainier Wolfcastle's McBain went off the air. And if you don't think this is the best darn DVD ever,
Don't blame me. I didn't do